Well, this is the Simplicity Broadmoor 16 that I bought for 150 bucks. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get this lawnmower deck off it because we're not going to use this for a lawnmower. We have a ZTR for that. And I'm going to try to weld on a trailer hitch on the back. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is drop the deck. I don't know if I'm going to change the oil. I don't know if I did or not. It's been a while since I bought it. So right now I'm going to drop the deck, get that off of there. I'm going to pull the dipstick and see what the oil looks like. If it needs to be changed, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to drain the transmission fluid. I'm probably going to pull this back pan, the fenders off the seat and all that, so I can get a good look at everything down there. And I want to make sure that the back of this is far enough away from the transmission. So all I'm going to do is just weld some angle right here, 2 pieces of angle side by side coming out, and stick a ball on it. It doesn't have to, it's not going to be pulling a camping trailer or an 18-wheeler trailer down the road. It's just got to pull a little utility cart around. And there's not enough space between here and here for a ball, and every little trailer we have has a ball on it. So, okay, let me get to doing that. I'm going to drop this mower deck first thing. Well, I found out what's wrong with the deck. This would be the noise I was hearing. Look at those blades. My God. The abuse this poor tractor has had to suffer. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. You know, I just want to make knives, but when I see something this abused, I can't help it. Just hurts my soul. I gotta put it back in a good, usable working condition. This is a really good lawnmower. It's got grease fittings on the bearing mandrels, on the spindles. Boy, talk about abuse. And they seem tight. So, not today, but I'm going to rebuild this deck, make it brand new again. Comes off and goes back on really easy. So I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Got the deck off. Going to change the transmission fluid. And I was on Google trying to figure out what the heck goes back in it. And then I said, well, maybe I'll look at the transmission, and there we go. That's easy enough. And there's it's so low, I can't believe it's not even showing. Even with this thing leaned backwards, it's not even showing any fluid in there. And these things are so simple to take care of. So while I got it up, I'm going to grease the front axles and the axle pins and the wheels and all that. And then I'll put it back down, then I'll go to working on the back. I'm going to pull this fender off. I'm going to pull the gas tank off. And I am going to drain the transmission. I got the new transmission fluid. I went uptown and got it. Uptown. And yeah, I drove up there in my Gator. So this makes about 10 trips I've made to town on my Gator, and nobody's hassled me, so who knows? I know it's just a matter of time, because I'm sure there's a rule against crossing a couple of streets to get to the auto parts store. And somebody will pull me over and remind me that we have a law against that. Why? Why is there a law against that? It's insured. I'm insured. I'm licensed. I have my seatbelt on. But, nothing that makes sense to you and I makes sense to the people that make the laws. Yep, I know. I'm fixing to get to work right now. Let's get at it. I got one pulled out. I'll pull this one out. And I don't know that these got to come out, but it'll just make it lighter for me to pick this up. So I'm taking the seat off too. All right, we got the fenders off. Now I'm got these brackets, this bracket and this bracket, hold the gas tank down. So I'm going to pull off one side and see if I can get the gas tank off with just pulling off one side. I'm going to pull the hose off here so I don't lose all my gas. And I just might wheel this out and give it all a good pressure washing since I have it apart this far. I'll see when I look in there and see how dirty it is. Oh, here's something. Let me go around the other side. I'm suspecting, now this is an old lawnmower. I looked it up and I think it's like mid-90s, but I don't think it's been used very much. And here's why. This thing is barely worn. Where your feet sit, where your feet rest, it's barely worn. And when people step across, they usually scuff this up with their feet. I'm thinking this thing has very, very low. As a matter of fact, I think there's an hour meter here. Let's see what that says. Well, it says 254 hours, and that's not a lot. Especially, this is an old Kohler Command, single cylinder, 16 horse. So it's a really good motor. Although, it does have a leak at the valve cover, and I don't know if these are solid lifters or adjustable valves. I'll do I'll adjust the valve lash when I'm working from here up, but right now I'm doing the transmission, and I'll get around to that. So here we go. Let me get one of these brackets. Okay, yeah, boy. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a pressure washer. It's nasty. There just doesn't make any sense not to clean it up while I can. Okay, that's that too. I'll take this out and clean it up. Probably going to move it over to my carport under my up beside my trailer there. All right, let me get that done. All right, I said I wasn't going to clean up the front hat, but I'm going to just do it all. It just doesn't make any sense to get my pressure washer out here and only clean part of it. So took this shroud off the front. We definitely have a oil leak here somewhere. I don't know where. So that's the beauty of cleaning these things off, is you can see where the oil leaks are, and there's definitely an oil leak somewhere. So let me get my pressure washer out here and get my hose out here. Oh my, there's a red wasp. All right, let's get to work here. All right, that is much better. Much better. Now I can actually see what I'm doing here. This is a Tough Torque K62, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. There is all the parts I took off, and the gas tank and a few other parts, and the seat, all that. And tomorrow I will jack it up. Let me sit. Tomorrow I'll jack it up and, well, not jack it up high, but drain the oil. I'm going to drain the oil out of it, the transmission, and fill it back up. Start putting stuff back together on this end, and then the front end I'll pull that valve cover off and see if this is solid lifters or hydraulic lifters. If it's solid lifters, I'll have to do a valve lash adjustment, and if it's hydraulic lifters, you don't do that. So, all right, I will see you tomorrow. Well, I filled it, and my God, look how much oil was in there. That is almost a gallon of oil, and it didn't even register up here. So I've got 4 quarts in there. Obviously that's not enough, so I'll have to buy another quart of this, and this is synthetic 1030. That's what it calls for. So all right, tomorrow I'm going to start putting this together. Crank it up, let it run, purge. You have to purge the transmission to get air bubbles and everything out of there. After you drain it, it introduces air. And I'm going to do a little Brad Engineering, BC Engineering. I'm fixing to bypass the seat safety switch. My wife hates them and I hate them too, so I'm gonna do that right now and then call it a day. See, there's a little old lady here that can't get her water in her trunk. And that lady in the black vehicle pulled up and was gonna get out and help her. And this old man got out of the car beside her and helped her, so that's pretty cool. You don't see good things. You see so much bad things. It's really nice when you see something good and helpful and compassionate and caring and kind. That'll make me feel good for the rest of the day. That's it, Bossier City, Louisiana. What do we have now?
7,700.
Well, that's a huge jump in a week, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Well, look at the worldwide. It doubled in a week. Dead, not cases. The deaths worldwide doubled in 1 week. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening.